Good morning students. This is class 10th, subject English, chapter 11, The Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov, and this is my lecture 2. In first lecture we have read about the introduction of the chapter and overview of this chapter. Now let us move ahead. Now the subtopics which we are going to cover in this second lecture are summary of this chapter, the proposal, chapter 11th, that is taken from your first flight book, and after summary of the chapter we shall read words with their meanings, and at last we shall discuss your homework. So these are the topics. So let us start with the summary of the chapter 11th, The Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov. The Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov. Let us read summary. The curtain rises with Lomov entering his neighbor Chubukov's house fully dressed up in his evening attire, means dress. Chubukov is surprised to see him well dressed and asks him the occasion. Lomov reveals that he had come to make a request. Chubukov anticipates that he must have come to ask for money which he doesn't intend on giving. Means Chubukov thought that Lomov must have come to borrow money which he did not like to give him. So this was the beginning. In beginning we see that Chubukov meets Lomov as Lomov comes to his house. On being revealed that Lomov had come to ask for Chubukov's daughter Natalia's hand in marriage, Chubukov gets filled with excitement and leaves to call Natalia. Lomov is a 35-year-old gentleman who suffers from palpitations, gets upset very easily and does not sleep well. So Lomov had problem of palpitation, means irregular heartbeat due to agitation, and he becomes excited or upset or nervous very easily, and even he does not sleep well at night. So he came to propose Natalia, Chubukov's daughter. So Lomov comes to the house of Chubukov with a request, and he told him that he wanted to get married with Natalia. So at this Chubukov gets very happy and he embraces Lomov. Chubukov gives his consent and also tells him that Natalia is also in love with him. He thinks it is the best age for him to get married, as already he was 35 years old, and he is happy that he has his mind made up about Natalia. According to him, Natalia is average looking, not bad looking, and a good housekeeper. When Natalia arrives, Lomov begins the conversation about how grateful and glad he is that both their families are on good terms since the very beginning. So when Natalia comes and asks about his visit, he changes the track of conversation. Lomov tells that he has great respect for his family When Lomov talks about Oxon Meadows, Birch Woods, there starts a verbal duel between the two. So now let us read what happens next. While continuing to talk about his land, he somehow mentions about Oxon Meadows, which earlier was a disputed property but is now his. Natalia couldn't believe a word he was saying because she believes that Oxon Meadows belonged to her family. Both of them enter into a heated discussion and act childishly when Chubukov enters just to get the conversation more heated. As Chubukov took his daughter's side, he supported her and he also said yes, Oxon Meadows were theirs. They shout and scream while Lomov suffers from extreme pounding of the heart. A side pull and a numb foot. They throw Lomov out of the house and continue cursing him. They abused him. While speaking ill of him, Chubukov unintentionally reveals that he had come with a marriage proposal for Natalia, which surprises Natalia, and she immediately regrets sending him out. Means now Chubukov told Natalia the purpose of coming of Lomov. Then she started crying and she got surprised and she asked her father to bring him back. So she immediately regrets sending him out. She tells her father to bring him back immediately, and Chubukov curses himself on being a father of a grown-up daughter. When Lomov returns, Natalia tries to deviate to another topic and starts talking about shooting. Somehow they enter into an argument involving their dogs. Means first of all they quarreled over the ownership of Oxon Meadows, and the next time they started quarreling over their dogs. So now what happens? Natalia feels that her Squeezer, means her dog's name was Squeezer, is better than Lomov's Guess. So Guess was Lomov's dog. They continue arguing when Chubukov enters the scene only to make the situation worse. Once again, everyone gets hyper and Lomov finally falls due to his palpitations. Even then, the cursing continues. So the cursing continues when suddenly Natalia notices that he is unconscious. So now, as we know that they started quarreling over the qualities of their dogs, Natalia says that her dog Squeezer, which she purchased for 85 rubles, is better than his dog Guess. So there Chubukov also takes sides of his daughter rather than ending their quarrel. While throwing abuses at each other, Lomov falls into the armchair. Both Chubukov and Natalia think he is dead. So he laments that her chance of getting married to Lomov has gone. So they try to get water down his throat but end up getting unsuccessful and declare him dead. It is only when Lomo moves a little bit, they feed him some water, and Chubukov forcefully hands over Natalia's hands to him, gives his blessings, and asks them to get married. Lomo, still not fully conscious, does not understand what is going on. So after a few minutes, Lomo regains his consciousness, and without missing this opportunity, Chubukov tells him that Natalia is ready to marry him, and later they playfully debate over their dog's qualities again. So at last they get ready for getting married. So this is the summary of the proposal written by Anton Chekhov. Now let us move ahead. When he finally comes to his senses, he expresses his excitement and kisses Natalia's hands. Natalia, being childish as she is, manipulates him into accepting that Squeezer is better than Guess. But Lomo, being adamant as he is, refuses to accept it. Thus, once again, the quarreling continues. So, by this we come to know that all three characters, Chubukov, Lomo and Natalia, they were argumentative and they were very quarrelsome. They can even quarrel over petty issues like ownership of oxen meadows or the quality of their dogs. Now let us read the word meaning of this chapter. Let us begin. First word, by Jove. It means, actually it is used to express surprise or emphasis, interrupt, to ask questions or say things while another person is speaking. Continual, for a long time. Consent means to give permission for something. Tremble means to shake slightly as you are afraid, nervous, excited, etc. Next word, lovesick, means with love. Next word is lunatic, means a crazy person or a mad person. Neglige means gown. Splendid means glorious. Next word is rot, means to decay. Next word is ball, means a large formal gathering for social dancing, or we can say a party. Now let us read the next words. Threshing, process of separating the grains from the plant. Gypsy, a homeless person. Impudent, it means failing to show proper respect and courtesy. Next word is grab, means to obtain immorally. Next word, impudence, means quality of not showing respect for others. Confounded, it means it is used for emphasis, especially to express anger or annoyance. Stuffed means having things put inside something. Wizen faced means wrinkle faced. Frump, it means a colorless person. So these are the words with their meanings. So you are supposed to write these words with their meanings in your notebook. Now let us read your homework. Your homework is to read the chapter thoroughly and do the assignment which is uploaded on at Quark. So this assignment is uploaded. So you are supposed to solve that assignment in your fair notebook and send it to me on my email address. I hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you.